What is up, guys? Midwest Gaming here, and we are here with
Captain Wiz, Brian Kalina, another regional top 4. Couldn't get the win, unfortunately. Congrats, Alfie Dankelson. But we did a lot of normal summoning Ray.
they matched, not like this.
And they matched because my mismatching Rays got stolen at YCS Mexico.
Let's go.
Yeah. Shout out to this company for giving me a huge discount on a Sky Striker core and free dex box and sleeve when they got stolen in Mexico.
That's actually pretty.
Yeah, these guys were chill as heck. Morlo, good stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, we played Sky Striker today. We started 7-0, lost in the last round. Unfortunate, but couldn't be helped. 3 Ray, and you need a pan on this guy here. 2 rows.
3 rows.
What? So what happened the round that you lost?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, did you not have a monster?
I didn't have any of these. Yeah, that's
Interesting.
Yeah, deserved.
Hopefully you played Roto. Hopefully you played.
I did remember to play Roto, yeah.
We found one.
So then I played 12 hand traps, and it's a good thing that I did this because I played 7 Despia decks today.
Holy.
3 Ash, 3 Bell, 3 Crow, 3 Veiler. This isn't the best card against Despia, but it's good enough. It's better than Ogre, for sure. And yeah, so round 1 I played a Striker Mirror, and then rounds 2 through 7, my opponents all had Despia cards in their deck. So it was exhausting, and I beat 6 of them and then lost to Alfie. But yeah, these cards were insane. So good. Like, this card game 1 just was killing it. And then the bricks, Celestial Dasher. I didn't draw them a lot. I drew them together once, won the game.
Nice.
Drew 1 here and there, but most part, these weren't bricking my hands today, which is cool. And that's the master lineup. For the spells, we played 1 Engage, 1 Hornet Drones, Triple Widow, Double Shark. I'm also playing Called By and 3 Crow, so like I felt like the 3rd Shark just wasn't necessary. Because it's like, this is the searchable one, so you don't have to max it if you're playing all those banishing cards. And it was good enough. I never missed the 3rd. I did play Eagle Booster and Burners. I think this card is important. Some people cut it, but when you're doing the help play to get to Selene access code, you want it to resolve because it means you win. And this card helps it resolve. So a lot of the times, if I had like access to Engage plus a tuner, I wasn't losing because I could search for this and then my access code resolves and I won that turn. So I think this is super important to play, and I would not cut it. This card's terrible.
Yeah, the card.
I can't believe you played that.
Multi-roll is really good. I would not cut multi-roll because it means your Mystic Minds and your Fusion Destinies resolve if you draw it. And if you're playing multi-roll, this card is like worth it. If you're playing DPE especially, like this card with DPE means you get to see Ray. So like, I don't know, it's not great. I think I activated its on-field effect once all day. But like, I don't know. It's probably the worst striker card I play. For the non-striker spells, 2 Fusion Destiny, 2 Mystic Mind. This should be 3. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But I'm already at 42, and I didn't know what to cut, so I only played 2. And 1 Terra.
Where is set rotation?
I didn't play set rotation because you already don't want me to play this card, so like I think set rotation is bad, and like if you see this card, set rotation is extra bad. And I didn't want to play multiples of this card, so I didn't play set rotation. 2 Prosperity. I still think this is correct over 3, and here's why. So like, back in the day when Duality was a really popular card, I had a lot of conversations with some good players about how playing 3 Duality versus 2 sometimes wasn't worth it because the increase in consistency wasn't enough to justify like the drawing multiples or drawing it mid-game when you don't want to see it when you do want to special summon. And I kind of applied that logic here. Like mid-game, you don't want to draw this off Engage. You don't want to draw. Thank you. You don't want to draw this off Celestial. So like the consistency boost from 2 to 3 wasn't enough to justify playing 3 copies when it was a dead card mid and late game. So I only played 2. I still think it's correct. Worked really well for me. I enjoyed it.
You don't need to see it.
Yeah, you want to see it sometimes, but not. I played Rhoda. I remember.
That's cute.
I didn't forget to put in my deck list. And then I played Call by the Grave. This card's really good against Despia, so I think, and Cantrap. And then this is 39. 40, 41, and 42 was a card that I chose to play because my hand trap lineup was really tight for Despia, and I wanted cards that were good against other matchups. It was this. I played Triple Offering to the Doom. It didn't overperform today, but it didn't underperform either. It was just fine.
Carl Manigat.
Oh yeah. Woo! And yeah, it was just good. I didn't play not a single opponent had a Brave Engine today. Which is really that's crazy. Like this card really shines against the Brave Engine because you can draw it as a 6 card against Griffin. And it has more utility than Ogre in other matchups.
And it's a spell card.
It's a spell card. This card did not perform super well for me today, but it performed well enough in the match that I knew it was worst in, that I would continue to play it going forward, I think. So, happy with it. Happy with the choice that I made to play it, even though my matchups were statistically unlikely. But yeah, that's 42 cards in the main deck. Extra deck. We did 3 Kagari. A lot of this is pretty standard to what I played in the past. I do 2 Shizuku and 3 Hayate. I think this is super important, especially with Mystic Mind. Hayate is your kill shot under that. So like, I will die on this hill. 3 Hayate and 2 Shizuku. 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke. And then Halleck, Celine, Access, Verite, DP. Pretty standard in the Sky decks that aren't playing the Brave Engine especially. In Mexico, I cut Hayate for Dark, and I didn't like it, so I put the Hayate deck in. For the side, 3 Nibiru. It didn't matter because I didn't play a deck that Nibiru was good against. Pank, I sided this in a lot, just because I didn't have a lot of going second, like side cards. And sometimes the extra body and extra removal helps break boards, so this card just went in a lot. Twin Cosmic, I sided these in against Sky. We got our food in the middle of my side deck, so I'm finishing it. I think I got through Nibs and Pank. I didn't side those cards in because I played 7 Despia decks, but they were bad. I sided this card in a lot because it's just generic body going second that can help like pick apart some boards, and it was good. I liked it. 2 Twin, 3 Cosmic. I sided this against Striker, nothing else. And then the trap cards, Summon Limits and D-Barrier. It was really hard to figure out when my opponents were going to make me go first today. So Summon Limits were in my deck a decent amount going second. Even going second, I put D-Barrier in for Despia because I think mid and late game, like, you can really swing tempo in your favor. And then if you like D-Barrier them at the right time, you can just kill them next turn with Access Code or Widow Anchor, steal their big monsters and get lethal. So going second, I still put in D-Barrier against Despia. And that was the side deck. It was really good. This card's insane. Shout outs to Joe Dietrich. I'm pretty sure some of these cards are his. Shout outs to Kyle Satter. Some of these cards are definitely his. Shout out to Ryan for the matching raise.
Oh, word?
I hate it here. Shout out to the squad. Shout out to Midwest Gaming, YGO Daily. Not him. Shout out to TGG Gaming.
That's for sure.
Shout out to Montana, my wife. And shout out to Izzy, who's better cat than Chonk.
Whoa. And
shout out to Marlo for giving me shit when my shit was stolen.
Nice.
And trendy Yu-Gi-Oh store. I don't know where this is, but it's a shop in Mexico, and the mat is really cool.
100%.